Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, I'm your hostess. I'm so glad that you're here with us today. We're going to wait for a few people to get into the chat. We're going to introduce ourselves and then we're going to get started. This is going to be a very impromptu type chat. I have not prepared anything. And I am going to invite people up into the panel. Welcome, Rebecca Touched by Yarn and Jamie's Country Living. Welcome to the house. We're so glad that you're here. And you're going to see me reaching over and writing down names as we go along, but we're going to be very impromptu today. And I'm going to wait for a few more people to get into the house. So if any of you would like to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to come up on panel and help me out. I'm doing very good. Thank you very much for asking, Jamie. Get y'all's names written down so I will remember to go and add you to my watch later list. On my lives, I do promote the small channels, and we are all about promoting other channels along with our own, and I am just so excited to be here. Jamie, our weather is beautiful. We are having fall-like temps, and we're very excited about that. I actually went out yesterday and harvested the sunflowers, and I have them drying. Hey, CNC Farm, welcome to the house. We're so glad that you're here. Jamie, how's the weather where you're at? Just type in the weather, type the word weather and type in your location, and WeatherBot or Nightbot should pull it up. I said WeatherBot, but it's Nightbot. Well, I'm excited that everybody's coming into the house. I see that we have 5 in the house right now. I'd like to see some more people popping up in here, but we're going to get started here in a short. You can also type the word hillbilly, and hillbilly will pull up your link to your page. So if you would do that, I would appreciate that. Let me go over here and just add that. There we go. And I appreciate y'all doing that. Hello, Deanna Grooms. We're glad you're here. I'm so excited. Deanna has sent me a package, y'all, and I'm waiting for it to get to the post office to pick it up tomorrow, and I will be talking about that probably in one of my videos if she's okay with that. Now, don't forget, you can type the weather, type the word weather with your location, and Nightbot will pull that up. You can type the word hillbilly. Baby girl, be quiet. Type the word hillbilly, and it will pull up your link. So we're all excited about everyone being here. Anybody that would like to come up on panel is more than welcome to. I have the link pinned at the top. Just go back up to the top and you can come up on panel with me and talk a little bit about your channel. I'm so glad that you're doing good, Deanna. I'm really excited that you're here and that your phone is working today. I understand you had some phone issues yesterday. Hey, Papa's Kitchen, welcome to the house. You can type in the word hillbilly and it will pull up your link, and you can type the word weather and it will pull up your weather report. Yes, Deanna had some problems with her phone lines yesterday, unfortunately. But I'm so glad that it's working today. I think a lot of us are having problems with our phones, our cell phones. I know that they have done work in our area for the towers, and we had some days that were real spotty with our internet service. So that's some of the things that just happens in our area. Before we get too much further into this live, I want to go over some things. If you're going to come up on panel, I will need to be able to see your face, know who you are, and recognize the channel. So just keep that in mind, because we have had spammers come on here before. I call it the green-eyed monster, and it was nasty. So we don't want any of those. But I think we know everybody in the house, and if there's any spammers out there listening, guess what? You're not coming up here. Hey, Rita's Rose. How are you, Miss Rita? I'm so glad that you're here. If you'd like to come up on panel, I'm going to drop the link again. Hey, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Welcome to the house. Just in case you're wondering, I am writing your channel names down. I do that so that I can go back and I can put you on my watch later list, and I will get to every channel that I possibly can throughout the week, and we will give you some watch time also. Rita, I'm doing wonderful. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. We appreciate every one of you coming into our house and joining us today. This is going to be very, very informal today. I really do not have anything planned topic-wise except for a couple of little announcements. Rebecca says, I'm busy trying to crochet a blanket, so won't be coming up today. Well, we understand that, but I'm looking forward to seeing your blanket. C&C says, I'd love to come up on panel, but trying to get dishes done while the kids are napping. I understand that. I had kids too at one time. Terry, Rita said, I sent Terry back to the hayfield home alone. So come on up, Rita. You have no excuse. I'm excited about this being Wednesday. It means hump day. It means I'm halfway through my work week. And it has been super busy around my homestead. We started out our weekend by going and hitting up the Amish country, picking up chicken feed, and then the canning sessions began, and I have been canning all weekend. And I just finished canning grape juice out of muscadines that will be coming out in a week on a Tuesday. It'll be a premiere. Yes, we have hump day around here. We can call it over the moon day or whatever you want to call it. And I just ate a bite of food just before this started. I have been so busy that I actually forgot to eat something for lunch. So I've also got a snack over here just in case I feel my sugar start dropping or anything. I've got it ready to go. And I'm checking my cell phone because sometimes my computer lags. But we're ready to get rolling if anybody wants to come up on panel. Eat, hun? Yeah, I don't like eating on camera. I'm just really not that good at that. Papa's Kitchen has a question for me. Do you mix your own chicken feed or do you buy pre-mixed? We buy pre-mixed. We have started fermenting some of the feed to supplement because the feed prices are getting very expensive here. And we want to keep our chickens going as long as we can on the feed. Well, we've actually got them on a 16% layer feed, and the grow outs are on crumble. And we are looking at other sources to supplement our chickens. They do free range. Rusty bent but not broken in the house. Welcome to our house. We're so glad that you're here. I'm going to get your name on my list. Anybody that wants to come up on panel is more than welcome to. All I ask is that I can see your face, that I recognize your channel, and you can come up and talk about your channel a little bit. This is very impromptu. I really do not have anything major planned today. I'm kind of toning it back because last week I got somebody a little upset with me, and I don't want anybody to be upset. Yes, it's hard. It's hard for me to smile. Thank you, Rita, for sharing that out on your community page. I really do appreciate that. Rita says she's concerned about the grains for feeds if the train's shut down. Yes. There is talk about the trains being shut down, and I am not excited about that at all. They have tried everything in their power to stop the food from getting from point A to point B and into our grocery stores. And Dina's off work today. Congratulations, Deanna. I'm so excited for you. I do have Instagram. It is the same name, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch over there. So if you want to follow me over there, you can message me over there, and just make sure you let me know that it's you if you use a different name. We've got so many things going on, y'all. You know, I hear you know, we had the Queen pass away over in England, and Charles is now king. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of his. I follow the royals, but I don't particularly care for them. I think that they need to do away with the royalty over there and come up with a different system. But that's just my 2 cents worth. Rita said, I'm hearing that there is not corn to make feed for the contract poultry growers. Well, that's not a good thing because we're not contract here, which means the little farmers are going to really be struggling to get feed for their chickens. And we do supplement our chickens. We will be buying fresh hay because we don't have hay. We don't have enough property to hay ourselves. Let's see what else she had to say. Rusty said, I need to do some stuff around the property. Everyone have an awesome day. Well, thank you for coming, Rusty. I'm glad that you've been here. And if you get done, come back. We'll be on here for a little while. Rita says they are substituting something for corn, but not sure what. Well, you know, they're trying to kill us all off, I think. Papa's Kitchen says they can't get rid of the royals. They are too fun to watch. Yes, they are fun to watch, you know, but they are people just like we are. Their blood runs red just like ours. The only difference is they have a title in front of their name. And they get a big paycheck, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, most of our world governments have really gone awry. They're all getting on board with this new world order. And I said I wasn't going to get into the heavy stuff. So that's, that's just one of those topics. I've got enough people in here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the Fall Fest giveaway last day to sign up will be tomorrow. And I will give you can go to my channel page, and I have it featured on my channel. You can go there for the video, and there are about 70 channels involved in that. So if you haven't signed up for it yet, please go and watch as many videos as you possibly can. Do their code words and get involved in this, because it is going to be a huge, huge grand prize. I am going to be drawing for the semifinalist entry into the grand prize drawing, and my semifinalist will get a $10 gift card. And I'm also throwing in another $10 or maybe $15 gift card for the grand prize. Hey, Faith and Feathers, welcome to the house. How are you doing, Miss Bonnie? I've missed a couple of comments here. Rita says, I don't contract grow now, but my son does, and the info came from the company. Okay, that's good to know. So that's firsthand information we're getting. Jamie's Country Living said there was a saying, quite ration the food to control the people. That's true. And, there's two things. They control the food and they control your money. Then you will submit to whatever they want. That is just the way it goes with this world. Yes, 70 channels. Getting back to the Fall Fest 22 giveaway. Miss Gail from Gail's Southern Living is hosting this. And the grand prize will be a prize from all 70 of the channels. So you're going to get a lot of gifts in the mail or in your email. Yeah, a lot of people are ready to retire. My retirement came early. Excuse me. My retirement came very early because I had some health issues that popped up, and I wasn't able to go back to work. So I have regained some of my strength and ability to do things, and I'm weaning myself off of the supplemental income. And Bonnie, I'm glad that your drama work day is over. You said you're trying to coordinate a dump run, wash dishes, laundry. Granny losing her mind. Yes, I understand that. I've got laundry going right now myself. The only way to survive will be how to live like the Amish. That is absolutely the truth. And if the power grid goes down, and I have all these autoimmune problems health-wise, I'm not going to have electricity. I'm not going to be able to put videos out or whatever the case may be. If I disappear off the internet, y'all pray for me, because I am heat intolerant. I don't do well with the heat, and I don't do well with the real cold temps. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that the name in the channel is my first name. Well, thank you for telling me that, Rebecca. I'm glad to know that. Jamie, I appreciate that. I'm so glad you're doing better. I am too. To be honest with you, it has been a long road. This started, let's see, around 2010. I had 3 trips to the ER, and 3 times I almost died. So that'll tell you how severe it was. And I just praise the Lord that the Lord was there with me and guided the surgeon's hands. One of the trips was for me throwing blood clots, and I threw blood clots through my heart and into my lungs. And it was multiple blood clots, and they had to go in and put an IVC filter in. I lost use of my left side, and I couldn't do anything, and they thought I had had a stroke. Then they told me I had MS. So guess what? It was an MS. I have ankylosing spondylitis and a whole lot of other things. And I know that's a big word, but it's a type of arthritis that fuses the bones in your back together, and it causes the hump on the back. And I'm so fortunate I have it from head to toe. So there you go. But between the diabetes and other issues like hypothyroidism and so forth, I am learning to change my diet, and I am up every day doing something. No matter how bad it hurts, I get up and I move. Rita says she retired from contract poultry growing when she got an unexpected inheritance, but I have not quit working. Homestead is busier than ever. Isn't that the truth? And Bonnie says that she loves the leaves on your trees, Rusty. Angry Lodi, what a hoey. Okay. I appreciate all the prayers and the hugs. I try my best to do what I can every single day, and I just give it all to God. When I start my day out, I ask God to give me the strength and the ability to do what He has planned for me this day. And so far, that prayer has worked every single day. Good times, Homestead with Jen and Steve. I appreciate your prayers. Y'all be careful out there on the road while you're listening. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to get you on my list. I hate going quiet, y'all, but I can't write and talk at the same time. Bonnie says, I will boldly to the throne for you. Oh, okay. You will bow boldly to the throne for you. Well, actually, we're going to put our crowns on, and we're going to put them on crooked, and we're going to do housework later on. Oh, my Lord. Now, that's funny, Papa's Kitchen. You've been busier than a mosquito at a nudist colony. I can just imagine that. I love laughing, y'all. Y'all make me laugh. Laughter, we need it every day, just like we need the hugs every day. Faith and Feather says, stupid pewter, misspelling stuff. Yeah, it changes my words all the time, too, so don't feel bad. So, y'all, get your crowns out, put them on crooked, and get that housework done. I'm telling you, we have so much stuff coming up. We have a ton of work to do around here, inside and outside on our property, and we've got to do some cleaning up outside. My husband is planning on moving our garden beds and getting it ready. So I'm hoping that will happen sometime this fall before the really cold weather hits. And we've got a subfloor. I've talked about this before, but it's really irritating me. We had some pipes burst last year underneath our house. We thought we had got them all fixed, but apparently we did not. And now we have a subfloor issue between our living room and our dining room area. So that means pulling up subfloor, replacing flooring, moving cabinets out of the way that are mobile, get them out of the way, moving all my cast iron. So much fun. It's just so much fun. Jamie's Country Living says they're trying to get cleaned up too. And Bonnie says, Flying Matrix style ninja hugs for you. Well, I appreciate that. She said, I hope you didn't get giggled in your water bill. Well, our water is well water, so we don't have that problem, but our electric, we have an electric pump. Deanna, I appreciate the prayers. Thank you so much. You know, when I was so sick and I had that Covovo pneumonia, and I had church members praying for me, and I had people that I didn't know praying for me. I could feel those prayers, and I tell you, it means the world to me to know that others care enough to pray. That's probably one of the best gifts you can give me, is a prayer. Jamie, you're lucky enough to have well water as well. I think it's wonderful. We have artesian wells, so we have really good water here. And the only thing that is a downfall is we have fields all around us that the farmers use and they spray. So I worry about contaminants. Yes, Covo, Pneumomo, Nomo. I don't want to get it again ever. It was really bad. But thankfully I'm better, and I think one of the reasons I'm better is I was taking B complex, and I take it for energy levels. But I decided instead of just taking the B12 that I would take the complete B vitamins. And that really helped with the energy levels. And I continued to take that. And I did the protocol with the elderberry, the zinc, the vitamin C, and the D3. And that really, really did help me through that. I see Nightbot is working, and y'all keep dropping those links. Type in that word hillbilly, and your link will pop up. I really appreciate y'all doing that. Y'all connect with each other. This is all about you connecting and growing, and we as a small channel community growing together and getting to know one another. So if anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome to. I will drop the link again, and you can come up and be on panel with me as long as I can see your face and I know who you are. Bonnie says, I may have to scoot suddenly. Hubby Monster's coming home early and starting a 4-day vacay. Pray for him. He may not survive it. Well, Miss Bonnie, if you have to leave us, I will understand. You know, hubby comes first. Which brings me to the point, family always comes first. In my book, if you have something with your family going on, take care of that. Teach those children young how important family is, and create those family bonds, because so many families are broken in our country today, and it's just sad. It really is. We also had 9/11 last weekend, and it's been 21 years since 9/11 came along. I still think about that. Almost 3,000 people died that day, and it just breaks my heart. And we actually have a generation growing up that didn't live through that. And we need to make sure that our children and our grandchildren or our great-grandchildren all understand the importance of what happened that day and why it was so important for the community to pull together. Churches filled up for a short amount of time. People were looking to God for the first time in a long time in this country, and then it died off and everybody went back to whatever they do when they don't go to church. And it was just really, really sad to see that their faith was just so short-lived that they didn't trust God. And I have a feeling that we're in for this again. God tends to give us or allow us to live through these types of situations to draw nearer to Him and to learn to trust Him. And we need to really build that bond with God and with family. Bonnie says, when hubby saw a couple join hands and jumped, he reactivated in the Army ONG that very day. Yes, and it was so sad to watch that. I mean, it just brought tears to my eyes. And y'all, I was reading in the book of Ezekiel. Let's see if I can pull it out without dropping everything my husband stacked over here. That very day, I was reading, and I've got it marked in my Bible. Y'all give me just a moment to find Ezekiel. And I'm getting there, y'all. I was reading Ezekiel chapter 19 that day. And the moment that that first plane hit that tower, I was reading this, and God was just sending me a prophetic word. And I cannot tell you how important it is to read your Bible and to read it daily. But starting in verse 5, and I'm just going to read, and now when she saw that she had waited and her hope was lost, she took another of her whelps and made him a young lion. And he went up and down among the lions, and he came and became a young lion and learned to catch prey and devoured men. And he knew their desolate places, and he laid waste their cities, and the land was desolate and the fullness thereof by the noise of his roaring. And when the nations set against him on every side from the provinces and spread their net over him, he was taken in their pit. And they put him inward in chains and brought him to the king of Babylon. They brought him into holes that his voice should no more be heard upon the mountains of Israel. This is where it gets very prophetic, starting in verse 10. Thy mother is like a vine in thy blood, planted by the waters. She was fruitful and full of branches by reason of many waters. You think about where our Twin Towers was placed in New York City. You think about that. And she had strong rods for scepters of them that bear rule. And her stature was exalted among the thick branches, and she appeared in the height with the multitude of her branches. Y'all, I mean, I had goosebumps when I was reading this. In verse 12, it says, she was plucked up in fury. She was cast down to the ground, and the east wind dried up her fruit, and the strong rods were broken and withered, and fire consumed them. And now she is planted in the wilderness, in the dry and thirsty ground, and fire is gone out of the rod of her branches, which hath devoured her fruit, so that she has no strong rod to be a scepter to rule. This is a lamentation, and shall be for a lamentation. Doesn't that sound like 9/11 to y'all? I'm just very curious as to what you think. But I wrote on here 9/11, World Trade Center, Pentagon bombed, 9/11/01. And I was reading that. And I don't know if you can see, you can barely see my writing on there. But God's word is prophetic, and it is so true. And I cannot tell y'all that. Okay, enough of the seriousness. Deanna, I'm anxious to get your package too, and I'm sorry I had to wait until Thursday. I just cannot get out of my house until I had all this canning done. And right now we only have one vehicle, so it's really kind of hard for me to get out and do things during the week. CNC said, little one up, back to the bedroom, be back. Okay, we appreciate you coming in, and if you can, come back. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living. I appreciate that. 9/11, both my children were in school. I remember that day. I mean, it's vivid in my mind. And I had, I went and got my girlfriend's children, and I went and got my daughters and brought them home, and had to fight with the administration at the school to get my oldest daughter out of school. And I told them, I said, you cannot legally hold her. You know, you're not her parent. You're not her guardian. And I said, I will go up in her classroom and I will remove her. And if you call the police, then I will have a lawyer on you. So they released her. But even back then, they were trying to keep parents from getting their children out of school. And I understand it was for safety reasons, but in my mind and my heart, I needed my family where I could actually see them and have visual contact with them. And so I went into the school and took my children out and brought them home. And we watched the replay on the news, and we prayed. We prayed that there was no more planes going to hit, no more bombs going off anywhere. This nation was scared, you know, because we thought, well, maybe World War III has started, and it started on our land. Excuse me. Go outside, get pollen, and I can start coughing. Excuse me. So I got my children home, and of course my oldest one was in middle school. And we talked as a family that night, and I explained the importance of knowing where you're at all times, because children have a tendency this day and age to go off and not tell mom and daddy what they're doing. Papa's Kitchen said, I went and got my 2 boys and 6 other kids we were keeping at the time. See, that's a good parent. Excuse me. We really instilled in our, excuse me. It's that sinus drainage, y'all. We really tried to instill in our children how important it was for us to know where they were at all times after that. Bonnie says, I was in the mall in Tulsa, just got off the graveyard shift at Waffle House, wondering why everyone in the computer store was crowded around the TV. Yeah. I need somebody to come up here and help me out. I'm talking too much. Yes, Waffle House, don't judge me. I hate hash browns every day. Bonnie, I worked in restaurants, I worked in retail, and I did all kinds of work that whatever I had to do to put food on the table and keep a roof over our head. So don't feel bad about that. Papa's Kitchen said, I figured they'd hit a school before they hit my home. And that was exactly what I was thinking too that day, that they would aim for our children because they would know that would hurt Americans more than anything to know that children were hurt. No judgment here. I agree. I agree 100%. And I'm sort of a conspiracy theorist. I do believe that this was planned, and I don't think it was planned necessarily overseas. But I will digress from there. Scattered, smothered, double covered, and chunk baby rough. I understand. You know, those were my babies, and I had to protect them. I became Mama Bear really quick on that day. And that's not the first time I've been a Mama Bear. And I do trust God 100%. I knew that He would protect us. I was praying the entire time. I was praying for every one of those firemen and policemen in New York City to be safe. And, you know, unfortunately, it wasn't the case with a majority of them that went up into the towers to try to save people. And I was thinking the other day, when I lived up in New York State, I lived upstate. I did not live in New York City. I lived in the mountains. And we had traveled to New York City to watch the parades and watch these policemen march and these firemen march, and how proud they were that they wore the uniform and they were a true brotherhood. And got to see that, and I got to thinking how many of those faces I saw in that parade that day are gone forever because of that. And the families that suffered because of that, and the ones that are survivors are suffering from cancers and a number of illnesses because of that. Papa's Kitchen says, I agree. You can see the floor being set off. Just how they do demo buildings can't convince me otherwise. I agree. You know, I sat there and watched it. And I watched over and over again, and they would show the plane coming in, and then they'd show the towers, you know, and they never showed it all in one shot, I don't think. Jamie, can you drop your link? I can't figure out if I have you. So, Jamie, you need to type in hillbilly, and it will drop the link for you. I love coming here and having the channels come up and talk about their channels. So if anybody wants to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to come up. I really do enjoy that time with y'all. Getting to know other channels and visiting is just awesome. I really do appreciate that when y'all come up on panel. And I see that we have 8 in chat right now, unless my phone hasn't updated. And I had a spider on my phone also. So if y'all will come up, I'd appreciate it. We are also involved in the September 22, and that is being hosted by Mennonite Farmhouse. And I have a video in my videos, and tomorrow I will be replacing the Fall Fest 22 video with that video as my featured video. And it will go on until the end of September. And Miss Leanne will do random pick of channels and the comments, and she is doing a giveaway for that on October the 1st. So these things are going to both end around the same time, and it's very exciting to be a part of both of these. My soup was split pea soup, y'all, and it was Irish split pea soup, because I tell you how to make it an Irish split pea soup in my video. And I canned it. And I love having canned soup on the shelves. My husband is not a big soup eater, but I am. He likes chili. He likes spaghetti. He likes things like that. But I like a good old-fashioned soup. And it's so handy to have them on your shelf and have them pantry stable, and know that, you have a grab-and-go meal if you need one. If I was working, I'd be grabbing a jar of soup every day and a handful of crackers and heading off to work. So that's just another thing that's going on here, and I'm ready for these to wind down. To be honest with you, I have enjoyed every minute of it, but I'm at the point now that I need to take a little break. Jamie says he's been watching September videos and loving it, and he likes soup. That's wonderful. And there's Miss Gail's doing one for October that's also going to be a soup collaboration. So y'all be looking for that too. I forgot the name of it, but I did share her video out in the community tab, so y'all can go check that out. Bonnie says, I made your split pea soup. It got ate her faster than a pig eating clover. Oh, Bonnie, I'm so happy that you made it. So you liked it? I think it's a really good soup. She said, soup and sandwich is my favorite food group. I'm loving it with homemade bread. It's very good with homemade bread. Yes, Papa's Kitchen, it is homemade fast food. It doesn't take much to get it going. And I see Missouri Outlaw Randy is in the house. We thank you for coming in and joining us. If you would love to come up and be on panel, please do. I will drop the link right now. I really do need a co-host up here if one of y'all would like to come up. Get your name written down. I like Randy's channel because he's a truck driver and I get to go out on the road with him. I sit in my house 24/7, y'all. So when I get to go on little road trips through a video, I really appreciate that time. Well, there's your answer, y'all. That soup was delicious. Thank you, Bonnie, for saying that. And she did her first canning of preserves, and it's set, and she's doing the Snoopy dance, y'all. I was wondering about that. I was going to ask you today about that, Bonnie, if it did set. Jamie's Country Living says, lots of great soup recipes. Yes, that collaboration. Now my nose is itching, y'all. This is real life. Good times with Homestead. You take care of your child's dental appointment. We understand that. Maybe next time you can come up and chat with us. We'd love to talk to you too. So y'all be careful out there when you go out. And I'll be praying for your child. Dentists scare me. I used to not be afraid of them, but I had a dentist do some damage to one of my teeth, and I was like, nope, not again. It doesn't sound like fun. We don't like dentists. As you can tell, I need dental work, and I need it desperately, and I have been procrastinating. And I have dental insurance, y'all. I got to get to the dentist and get these teeth taken care of. So y'all will one day see a beautiful smile on me again. I have suffered with this for several years, and I am just tired of dealing with this, and I need to get my teeth fixed, which is on the to-do list. We have a long list here. It will all get done eventually. And if it doesn't, God's got a brand new set of teeth for me in heaven anyway. Well, we're almost at the hour mark, and I have not seen anyone come up on my panel. Am I stinking today? Nope, still no takers. If I could figure out how to set my camera up, or do like some of the other channels, if I could figure out how to go through some of the channels that I watch, I would be glad to do that. I haven't figured it out yet. Bonnie says, hubby asked if my cam was on. He wanted to know if he could walk by with no shirt. I said he could, but I couldn't. He. I tried, but it isn't working. Well, Bonnie, try again. I'll see you pop up when you come into the StreamYard. Jamie's Country Living says, we're either busy or camera shy. Well, you know, before I started doing these lives, I was very camera shy. I didn't want to really do a live, and I was kind of up in the air about it. Rita says, I think that would be neat to post short videos from other channels. Yeah, I think so too. We're going to have to figure that out, Miss Rita. Me and you. We're going to get together and figure that out. Warm Strong Adventures, welcome to the house. We're so glad that you're here. And I have dropped the link again for anybody that wants to come up on panel. After all, this isn't about me. It's about all of y'all, because I do appreciate every one of you. Yes, Rita, I've seen it done too, but I don't know how they're doing it, and I have to figure that out so that we can go through some of the channels that we enjoy watching and get some of these smaller channels growing. I mean, I've got one lady that is on my watch list now, has been on YouTube for a couple of years and doesn't even have 300 subscribers yet. And I'm sitting here going, she's got fantastic content. So we got to help these small channels to grow and get them moving along. I mean, I set at 300 forever, it seemed like. And I did go back and I did check to see when I put out my first video, and it was in January. I thought I had, and I probably did, set up my channel name back in October of 2021 because I was bored. To be honest, we were all under that, you know, so-called lockdown. Couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do anything. Had to stand 6 feet apart, which, you know, some people you may want to stand 6 feet away from anyway because, you know, PU. But that part didn't bother me too much, having a little distance between people, because some people will get right up in your face. But I'm a person that's all about my own personal space, and don't cross that line because I'll just keep backing away from you. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought. Jamie's Country Living. I'm still trying to find my niche. I like to do a lot of things. Well, Jamie, I think it just kind of naturally will appear one day. because I'm still trying to find mine too, but I love to can. But I have a lot of things that I love to do. And canning is a necessity in my house. So it takes priority over everything else. And I have a stack of quilts that I want to get done that are not getting done. And I have ideas for all kinds of crafts that are not getting done. But you will find your niche. There's no doubt about it in my mind. And you'll be surprised when it finally appears and you're like, oh, it's been there all along. I just didn't realize it. Rita says, I set up a couple of years ago, but I was shy. I just didn't feel like I could ever succeed. And look at you today, Rita. Look how many subscribers you have, Rita. Everybody loves Miss Rita. I love Miss Rita. I love watching her with her grandchildren. I love watching her out there working alongside her husband or in the kitchen cooking something good. I love her quilting. I love it all. Jamie's Country Living says, I like sharing nature too, along with canning, cooking, etc. Well, that's fine. If you've got nature around you that you can go out and film, I would love that. So you're finding it. It's just taking you a little time. Deanna, well, you be careful out there, honey, and you have a blessed day also. We appreciate you stopping by. Rita says, I left for a long time and was shocked when I came back to look at my channel. Yeah, when I started my channel, I started in January. And at the end of January, I had that Cavovo pneumonia. And it was really touch and go there for a while. And I was like, my family was worried about me if I was going to die from it, and I just put it in the Lord's hands and said, God, you had me start this because I don't do anything without talking to the Lord about it first. And I'm like, how can we use this channel for good, Lord? Because there's a lot of channels out there that are not out for good. And I want it to be one of them that would be uplifting and motivational and maybe teachable to some people, or, do some how-tos. I had basic ideas of what I wanted to do, but I kind of gave the reins over to the Lord and just said, you got to take this because I can't do anything without him. I can't figure out this box of 10 parts. I'm probably turned the stuff off, but it's been 4 years. I don't know what the drivers or anything are called. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Bonnie. You're going to have to explain that a little better for me. Okay, who is Stephen Madewell? If you're in my group over here, let me know that it's you. Because I don't just pull somebody up I don't recognize. And I'm just going to leave him sit there until I know something. So, Stephen, are you even in my chat? Are you there? I'm just going to let him sit there for a moment, y'all. I have someone in my basement wanting to come up. Oh, let's see. Hang on just a moment. Okay. Gotcha. Stephen is Pawpaw. Well,
hello, everybody.
Thank you for coming up on panel. Tell me a little bit about your channel first.
Well, I had to go comb my hair so I could get on.
We'd let you come on with your hair all messed up. We wouldn't care.
No, I my channel is about 2 or 3 months old. I'm sitting at 49 subscribers right now, and I do cooking mostly. I'm trying to venture out, fixing to start sprouting seeds for nutrition. I got a chicken coop for my birthday, which is later this month, and I'm fixing to set all that up and start raising chickens.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, we're gonna have some fun things on there, I hope.
Well, I'm enjoying your channel so far, and I haven't been on it very long, but I am enjoying the video content. So I really appreciate that.
Well, I did a short yesterday. I've done 2 shorts. I did one for 9/11, and then I did one yesterday about peeling eggs, and that short has over 9,000 hits. So
Wow,
I
that's
was
amazing. That is amazing.
But I certainly appreciate you and all the help you do for us little guys. It's been amazing. My subscription has doubled since you've been involved with it.
Well, praise the Lord for that. See, I have to give God the glory because it's all Him.
Yeah.
I just, He will nudge me towards one channel or another, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, this is yours. And when we give it over to Him, great things happen.
Yep. That's absolute truth.
Jamie, Jamie said, I didn't see him in chat. Yeah, he was in chat.
Yeah, I went in and tried to come on and then ask all kinds of things. And so I finally had to go with my real name and email to get in. So,
Okay. Sometimes that happens, thankfully StreamYard's trying to do their job too. So,
yeah.
But I had a really nasty, I'm telling you, nasty guy show up one day, had green hair. And I'm not going to tell you what he was showing, but it was awful. And he showed up a couple of different times. I finally banned him. I was like,
Well, my wife is a teacher and she does pre-K, and they have a program called Seesaw that the parents and the teachers can communicate with. And somebody hacked that and sent the most awful picture this morning. And so they've shut that whole program down. Just terrible what people do.
I know. And, they need to get a life because I have a life and I know how busy I stay.
I don't know how they have time to do it all either.
That's just craziness. So tell us a little bit more about some of the things that you might be having coming up.
Went to a Mediterranean store yesterday, saw things I've never seen in my life. And so I'm real interested in trying some of those ingredients and stuff. So I may be doing some Mediterranean dishes coming up. And but normally I just fix regular homemade food. My little saying on the channel is it's not anything fancy, but it sure is good. And so it's not anything professional, but people eat it.
I love Mediterranean food, to be honest with you. So that would be right up my alley.
Okay.
I like all kinds of international flavor.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep. So
my family's not too keen on trying new stuff, but they're going to.
Well, we even do hot and spicy here.
Yeah.
So we do a little bit of everything. And I just really enjoy cooking. So I watch a lot of other people cook and I try recipes out. And if I like a recipe, I'll put you out there and tell everybody, I'm trying his recipe and we're going to see how good it is.
Exactly.
So I'll do that too. Bonnie says the view count on Papa's egg peeling was off the charts.
Now you got to figure out how to keep up.
Yeah, but you know what? They just keep driving us forward, don't they?
Yeah.
All these viewers, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I hope that we learn something from each other and we can help each other boost those subscriber numbers and, get to that point where we're actually monetized. I'm looking for monetization.
Yeah.
Eventually. I'm not in any hurry to get there, but I'd like to get there eventually.
Right. Me too. Well, you have to put in the work. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight.
So how many videos do you put out a week?
I tried to put 3: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay. Yeah, you can only do what you can do, and hopefully that will drive people to want to watch more. I'm doing 7 days a week because I sit at home all day. But not everybody does, and I still struggle to come up with something for every day of the week. So I may cut it back one day, start cutting back on how many videos I put out. I did start doing shorts on the weekends, and that seemed to help me a lot. I was surprised that the short videos was drawing people in. So that was exciting for me. And
Yeah.
they like my Sunday devotionals, and it's just a little short something. I pick 1 or 2 verses and do that. I mean, and I think it's individualized my channel the way that I've done it. So I think that's going to be helpful. And doing my lives with other small channels and promoting y'all. I've seen channels out there absolutely do not promote your channel on this
Yeah.
live. And I'm thinking, how rude of you.
Right. We're all in the same boat trying to get to the same shore.
Yeah, and there's plenty of fish in the pond.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think it's exciting that we can do this. I'm so glad that you came up on panel.
Well,
I am super excited to meet you face to face. I like putting a face with the channel that I'm watching and getting to know the person. So that's really exciting for me.
well, I appreciate you sharing your time.
Well, you're welcome to come up here and stay and visit it as long as you want to. Are there any topics that you would like to talk about today?
No, I really do enjoy your devotionals on Sunday. That's just a short little time that I can just reflect and grow deeper, and it's really been a blessing.
Digging for Health, welcome to the house. And you said we should jump in on the Pumpkin Palooza collab. I'm hoping it will be a great way to connect with people. I don't know anything about that, so you need to shoot me an email and let me know what it's all about. I might get on board. He said, and everyone loves pumpkin, right? Oh, well, we do in this house. We love pumpkin, and my dogs love pumpkin.
Yeah, mine too. And I like it sweet and savory.
Oh, yeah. I've actually had cold pumpkin soup many, many years ago, and it was delicious. I was really impressed with it. Bonnie says, if I can get the camera running, but the sound is broke, I'll just make faces at you the whole time. Well, you do that, Bonnie. We love it. Bonnie is with Faith and Feathers, is a channel that she came on here as a subscriber, and I talked her into putting videos out because she's just so funny, and I just love her.
Well, she can come on and be a live emoji for us.
That's it. He just posted about the pumpkin collab yesterday, so we'll check that out. Digging for Health, and I'll put a note by your name, Pumpkin Collab. And we're already talking about doing more prizes because so many are jumping in to participate. Oh, that is awesome. I'm on this one collab, the hashtag Fall Fest 22 giveaway. We have 70 channels involved. And that is going to be a huge, huge grand prize for somebody because all 70 channels are donating towards that grand prize. So there's going to be 70 different gifts for that person.
I went to a content creators seminar conference here a couple of weeks ago, and the big guys that put it on, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people have trouble meeting people face to face and talking face to face with others, but you know, these two guys, and it costs a chunk of money to do it all for us, and they wouldn't hardly talk to us. And
Yeah,
so don't ever forget where you come from. That's, you know,
that's so true. And a lot of these big channels, they get the big head to go
yeah,
with a big channel. That's one thing I ask God all the time. Don't change me.
yeah, exactly.
Let me be the same person I am today, tomorrow, and the next day. And remember that everybody starts somewhere, and we need to be helping them along the way to get to where they're going. And Tuber Chat has been just an awesome find for me. When I found Tuber Chat, I think I had about 50 subscribers at the time. And I can't help but shout out Kevin because I think he's awesome. And I have made so many friends through Tuber Chat.
And what is Tuber Chat?
He does a Connect and Grow live on the weekends. It's usually Friday. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And it'll be at different times. And you go in there and he'll promote your channel. He'll do channel shout outs. He spins a wheel. We call it the Wheel of Doom. He spins the wheel and he puts channels up on the board. And he'll talk about your channel a little bit, and it helps you to grow because you're connecting with other people. And
Was he on your panel the other day?
no, he hasn't been on any of my panels, but he is. It is a channel. It's called Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, and I'll try to remember. He's featured on my homepage at the very bottom, but he helps channels to grow.
Cool.
By doing that, and you do connect with a lot of different channels and variety of different topics and stuff. So it's a really great way to grow your channel.
Well, I started out, I did about 9 or 10 videos, I think. And then the music I was using in my video, I thought I had it all settled, but YouTube came back and said that it would never be monetized. It wasn't a copyright violation, but if it did get monetized, the money would go to that music. And so I deleted all those and started over because I thought, well, when I get big, those channels will count.
Right. Yeah. And see, I'm really careful about any kind of music I put on mine. I'm really, really cautious about it because of that.
Yeah.
I see people reading out of books and stuff, and I'm like, how are they getting away with this, with the copyright laws?
Well, and, I have one channel I follow, and if she walks into a store, she'll say, well, I've got to go because they're playing music and I don't want to get a copyright violation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're pretty stickler.
Yeah. And I have gone into stores and I will just mute, I'll do the video, but I'll just mute everything in the background and record over it what I want to say.
Yeah.
So there's ways around it. You just have to use your common sense to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, especially being new, there's just a lot of rules that we have to follow. So.
Yeah, and learning them. Who wants to read through all that?
Yep.
I'm real bad about not wanting to read contracts.
Yeah, me too.
Who wants to read all that? But Tuber Chat introduced me to a lawyer, and I can't think of the lawyer's name, but he will give advice. He does videos and gives advice to YouTubers all the time on his channel. And I'll try to find his again, and I'll put him out on my community tab so other people can find him. But he's really awesome too to offer that. And we may all need a lawyer at one point in this game.
Right.
Hopefully it never happens, but you never know. And I've been on internet most of the time that the internet has been in existence. I started out, my first time was on an old IBM computer with that large floppy disk, those big my ex-father-in-law worked for IBM, and he brought one of the home computers home, and all you had was a floppy disk, and you could put it in and run a program. That was it.
Right.
And then when I started college, they were offering computer classes, and it was when internet just was really getting started good. And I learned all the ins and outs of a computer and was able to get online and really start enjoying the content that was being put out there. So I have done internet for quite a while, and my kids are still smarter than I am.
Oh, yeah.
My grandkids are real smart too.
Oh, yeah, grandkids. I told my wife, I said, I wish they lived closer. I need help.
Digging for Health says, I'm going to set up a playlist to make it easy to find everyone's videos. And I'm also using a hashtag PumpkinPalooza22. That's good to know, Digging for Health. And you need to come up on panel and talk about this. I'm going to drop the link again.
Well, I'm going to run. I've got to make banana bread for a friend before everybody gets home. And
well, I appreciate you coming up, Stephen.
You bet. I enjoyed it, and I certainly appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We have Joy Bless Life in the house. Welcome. And if anybody wants to, and I say Carp's in the house, we appreciate you being here. If anybody wants to come up on panel and talk about your channel, please do. This is all about you. And I am running out of things to say without you coming up. So please come on up. Anybody that wants to. I see Faith and Feathers wants some banana bread. It's over on the side table along with the pumpkin pie. Jamie's Country Living says, I want to make a pumpkin roll. I've never made one. Wouldn't even know how to begin to make one. And I have got, Bonnie is asking everyone to drop their link in case she doesn't have you. So you want to type in the word hillbilly to get your link dropped. It may take Nightbot a couple of seconds, and if you don't see your link coming up, drop the word again, and he'll get to it. Let's see. Digging for Health says, I don't have my camera hooked up right now. Okay. I understand. And Joy Bless Life says, I'm busy editing, but listening. I've been editing all morning. I just finished working on my juice video that's going to be coming out next week on a Tuesday premiere. And I did a lot of editing on that to try to get it down, the time down. So hopefully y'all will enjoy that. I had some muscadines given to me, and I believe they were wild muscadines, or they may have just been stunted because of the drought that we had this year, but they were very tasty. I ate 3 or 4 of them before I got them done up. Thank you, Papa's Kitchen, for coming up. I really did enjoy you coming up. And I hope that you will drop your link too. You want to use the word hillbilly. So we have a lot of collabs going on. Gail's Country Living, the video that I put up today in my community tab, she mentions 2 different collabs that she will be participating in or hosting or co-hosting. And she's finishing up the hashtag Fall Fest 22 giveaway. And I'm going to remind you once more that I will close off my video tomorrow, and we will do the drawing live on Friday. And I'm hoping that somebody from my semifinalist, or I'm hoping that my semifinalist wins the grand prize, to be honest with you. So that would be really great. Bonnie says, I did jar a Scuppernong I can't even say it now. Scopernog jam. And it was a bit wet, but it was so good. It's yummy. I love Scopernogs. I've got Scopernog jelly and muscadine jelly that'll last me for 2 to 3 years. So that's why I decided to juice this year because we didn't have a lot of juice on the shelves. And we like juice occasionally, and you can always pull out juice and make a syrup with it. There's a number of things you can do with juice. And you can juice, and then you can go back later on, and you can make jams and jellies. So that's just another trick. Bonnie says the local farmers making delicious stuff. Yes, they do. We are having so much fun going out to the Amish community and buying their products too. I really do enjoy going out there. Digging for Health says, I want to freeze dry my muscadines and scuppernongs and see what happens. That will be interesting to know because, you know, that is so healthy for you. Even the grape seeds are healthy for you. Carp says, my muscadines are about done for the year. If anyone wants to come pick up what's left upstate South Carolina, if I was close, I'd be there. And I did watch your video the other day, and it was amazing to see all those grapevines that you have. Jamie says, I have no luck, Susan. Won't be me. Digging for Health says, there's so much water in there. I'm curious to see what they will do. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. Well, Faith and Feather says, making blueberry jam next. Evil villain laugh. Well, you enjoy those blueberries. I'm allergic to them. I can't have them. And I love them. It has something to do with the latex allergy is all I can tell you. Bonnie says, give me muscadines. Okay, Carp, you're in York County, South Carolina. So if anybody wants to get muscadines that lives in California and South Carolina, y'all, I'm tired. Go visit Carp's homestead or contact him. I'm sure he's got an email address that you can contact him. Yes, blueberries contain something that is related to latex. Squash does too. I don't have a problem with squash. My daughters do. Unfortunately, it's all our family. And I always wondered why my mother never served us blueberries growing up. And I got a batch of blueberries when I moved to New York State and ate blueberries until I broke out from head to toe and had to go to the doctor and find out I had a blueberry allergy. As a matter of fact, that's when most of my allergies started, was in upstate New York. I see Drunken Chef in the house. How are you doing? We're glad you're here. If you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. I would appreciate it very much if you came up on panel and talk about your new rub that you got coming out. Drunken Chef has become my new favorite guy here on YouTube. I just love watching his daughter cook. And I'm getting you on my list so that I can come back and watch y'all's videos. Carp says, let's see if I can get it pulled up. Email is in the about section. They probably got about another week left. The bees are really eating them up. Yes, they are probably going to tear them up because they're getting sweeter by the day. And he's 30 miles south of Charlotte. So if anybody's interested. Drunken Chef, I understand you're working, but I appreciate you listening in, bud. His little chef, she's just the cutest thing, y'all. I get tickled every time I see her. And we tried out your SPG the other day, and it was really good. I did some burgers up. Turned out really well. So we will definitely be using that and probably making a purchase here shortly because Christmas is coming and I want to get some stuff from my daughters. And that would be a wonderful, wonderful gift to give them. Yes, Jamie's Country Living, he's got a new rub coming out. We're excited about it too. And I want to try some of his hotter rubs because we do like the heat. We love it a little bit spicy. I've got 2 son-in-laws that love spicy foods, and we're always looking for something that's going to make them smile. And if they see habanero or something like that, they're all excited. So we're going to be looking for that very shortly. Anybody else want to come up on panel? We're going on an hour and a half. And got a question in here. This is for carp. Are you anywhere near Landrum? And my chat on my phone just went down. Joy Bless Life. You say you don't like a dry rub and it's too salty for hubby. Donnie's blood pressure. We like barbecue. Yeah, my husband has, well, we both have high blood pressure, but we do watch the salt. But I thought it was a nice blend, the SPG, because it was really well balanced. Yeah, my computer lags. I don't know why it does that. They're both on the same internet connection. It just doesn't make any sense. So anything else that y'all want to talk about? Just let me know. If not, I'm going to end this early today. If anybody would like to come up here on panel, I would appreciate you just popping on up. Yeah. Super sensitive hubbies. I understand that. There's the one I was looking for. Jamie says mild heat for me. I like it mild. I like the mild heat. But my husband can just about eat any kind of pepper that you put out there. And there's your answer to the question. It's a bit away from Landrum. I was in Shelby yesterday. Thank you, Drunken Chef. I'm on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Central Time every week, live. I got a live coming up Friday just for the Fall Fest 22 giveaway. Semifinalist drawing. It's going to be short and sweet and to the point, but you're more than welcome to come up on panel anytime. Bonnie says, random dance party at Susan's place. Dance, dance. Yes, we love to dance. Drunken Chef says, our rubs have kosher salt, pepper, and garlic, and it is a very, very good rub. I really enjoy it. As a matter of fact, I got a small pork tenderloin I pulled out that I'm going to slow cook, and I'm going to add that to it tomorrow while I'm out shopping with my friend. So it's going to be be ready for me when I get home. Drunken Chef says, I'm usually at work when you go live. Well, we can change the time. You send me an email and tell me a time that you want to come on live, and we'll try to work with that. How's that? And Digging for Health says, do you have any salt-free ones, Chef? So you're getting a request for salt-free. And yes, tenderloin is perfect. I'm excited about it. No salt-free rubs yet. You can work on that. You might try doing some celery powder in place of the salt and some of your rubs. Play around with that because that celery is a natural seasoning, and I love it. Hey, What the Flock, welcome to the house. We're so glad you're here. And my pen quit writing. If you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to and talk about your channel. Jamie's Country Living says, good chicken rub. We're on an 8-week diet. Well, that SPG is pretty good on chicken. So you may want to do that. I'm going to drop the link again for anybody that wants to come up on panel. I laugh every time I hear What the Flock. I just think that's a great name for a channel. Yes, please drop your links. What the Flock. The word is hillbilly, and Nightbot will take care of the rest for you. I really like Nightbot being on here, and I'm so thankful to Devil Dog for helping me set that up. He's a great help, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to Devil Dog, please go over. He is military. He's a veteran, and he has been sitting at a number of subscribers for a long time, and I would like to see him get to 1,000 subscribers. Joy Bless Life says, storyteller Donnie and I will do a quick video or a quick live for our Fall Fest 22 giveaway semifinal this winter. 2, maybe tomorrow, because Donnie has his gospel live Friday nights on Team Jesus Ministries. I'll be watching. Just let us know. Put it out in the community tab before you go live. That way people will know ahead of time. And I'm excited about Team Jesus Ministries. That's awesome. Faith and Feather says, I don't have you, Flock. I shall stand in the corner. No, don't stand in the corner. Lots of laughs. Yay for Team Jesus. Absolutely. We love Jesus. Y'all, it's been a great time. What the Flock, you need to type in the word hillbilly. Team Jesus Ministries, you're welcome. We're glad you're here. We are so glad you're here. Y'all keep typing in y'all's hillbilly word, because we want Faith and Feathers to drop her link also. We want her to grow. She's a brand new channel, y'all, and she's got some awesome content so far. She needs to put out more. I think I've watched everything she's got. She needs to put out something new. She raises chickens, y'all. And she's got the cutest names for every one of her chickens. That's Miss Bonnie. And Miss Bonnie's channel was started through this live. I'm so excited. And she says, thank you for all the links. She appreciates it, y'all. I got 2 dead dogs over here. Both of them sleeping. They haven't come on camera today, y'all. I'm surprised. Although baby girl did bark earlier. And we locked the cat up so the dogs can go in and out for a little while. Our cat, he's something else. He has a neurological condition, so he can't go outside anymore. And I keep talking to my husband. I keep saying, why don't you build him a window cage or something where he can go outside and get out in that sunshine? The Jewish Redneck Prepper, we're glad you're in the house. I love watching your videos, buddy. He's new to my channel, but I really enjoy his videos. So if you haven't checked him out, make sure you go by and check him out. And if you would, just drop your link in the comments below by typing in the word hillbilly. And Storyteller Donnie says, you got 3 likes and 3 views from our household today at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate that very, very much. It means the world to me. Who is Laverne? Bonnie. You're supposed to type the word hillbilly. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And I do appreciate every one of you that are here. And if somebody would tell me how many people we've had with the likes, because my phone is not updating, so I have no clue. So make sure you hit that update, that thumbs up. And I appreciate you doing that, Jamie. That really helps me out. And Digging for Health, I love you because you got the 3 thumbs ups. It says 25. That's wonderful. That's great. Y'all, I'm still new at this. And I had absolutely nothing planned for today other than telling you about the Fall Fest 22 giveaway semifinalist drawing. Now it's 26. We're moving on up. Yeah. Jamie said mine says 7. Lots of laughs. Yeah, mine's not moving either, and I don't know why. I probably need to take it down and pull it back up. Bonnie said Laverne and Shirley are guineas, but I was new to guineas. They were both boys, so they're now Lenny and Squiggy. That's awesome. Thank you, Drunken Chef, for coming in. You have a great day at work. Can't wait to do the pumpkin video at Digging for Health. Thank you, Carp, for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Got to wash the hog smell off. Y'all, it's been wonderful. I really do appreciate every one of you. Y'all have been just a blessing to me. If we can make this go for 20 more minutes, we will be at 2 hours. And I think that's plenty long enough, considering I've got another one to come up with on Friday. And tomorrow, y'all get signed up before tomorrow night, because I'm going to be doing my live drawing. And that'll be on the 16th for that hashtag Fall Fest giveaway 22. I have Laverne and Shirley also, but chickens, and Laverne turned out to be a Vern. So Shirley is also Rue, but kept his name. Shirley and Vern. That's cute. You could change Shirley to Shirley. Have a great day, Carp. Everybody's telling you to have a good day. We're so glad that y'all came. I really enjoy doing these. I hope that more and more of you will come up on panel and feel at home here. That is my intention, for you to feel comfortable and able to promote your channel just a little bit. We are to connect and grow however we can. The neighbors behind us are probably wondered who Laverne was. Shut up, Laverne. Oh, my Lord. Midnight Farmhouse. Why don't you come up and join me and talk about the soup timber? I'll drop the link if you'll come up. Come on, Leanne, and come up. I would love that if she would come up. We love Miss Leanne. She has done an awesome job with this September, and I can't wait to see all the good, delicious soups. We are about halfway through the month, I think. Oh, please, Mennonite Farmhouse, go up. I love your channel. That's from Miss Bonnie at Faith and Feathers. Leanne, she started her channel from watching my lives, and I'm so excited. Okay, I can a few minutes here. Okay, great. We'll see you when you come up. I'm excited. Everybody loves you, Miss Leanne. Who would have known when you started your YouTube channel how many people would love you? That is all in the Lord's work. I'm telling you, y'all. I get excited. I get excited seeing other Christians on here. We are just super, super blessed. Miss Leanne, I read scripture this morning. You may want to go back and watch part of my videos. Jamie's Country Living said, don't be bashful. I don't think Leanne is bashful. I really don't. Oh, look at all the love being poured out, Miss Leanne. Ah, here she comes. There she is.
Hi. Sorry,
Hi, Miss Leanne.
I've been baking all day, and I finally am at a place I can sit down.
Well, we're going to give you a few minutes to talk about your channel.
Oh, there we go.
And about the September 22.
It's been going very well, hasn't it?
It has. I am enjoying all of these channels. We got some larger channels. We got a lot of smaller channels, and
A lot of smaller channels, I think, but that's all about communitizing, right?
that's it.
Let's lift everybody up that can be lifted up.
Absolutely.
So today we got a bacon, cheese, and potato chowder.
Oh boy, that sounds good.
Oh, wait, bacon, potato, corn chowder. That's it. I had to think about it. So that looks good. I haven't watched the video since I've been baking all day.
Yeah, I've been watching them at night after I get done. Today I canned juice. So that was a 2-day adventure on that one.
I can imagine. I would love to have a steam juicer or the fruit to actually do juice because my husband goes through ocean spray, cranberry grape juice, like he does his milk.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a question for you. Can you
Yeah.
can raw cow's milk?
You can, but there's no point to.
No point to. Well, the reason I'm asking is I've got a source now.
It's healthy. See, when you cook it, you won't have any benefit of the raw.
Yeah.
And from what I've never done it, but they say it tastes like evaporated milk.
Okay.
So
well,
I think it's just better to freeze it.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. I did freeze the cream because I couldn't keep up with the butter that I was getting. So I froze some cream, and when I run out of butter, I'll be able to pull it out and do some new butter up.
You need one of those butter turns that I have, mitterized. I haven't made butter. I haven't made butter since that video. I need to get back to it. I don't know. I'm just now, when I go to the barn, I'm gonna get in the habit of using my half-gallon glass jars because I've been told milk lasts a whole lot longer in glass jars than it does plastic pitchers.
Exactly. And see,
my husband's like, oh, they'll break.
I've been going to the Amish community. I've got an Amish farmer that has 2 milk cows that are producing right now. And I asked him, I said, well, I'll be able to come during the winter and get my milk because I have a saliva issue and my mouth is dry all the time. You'll see me with a cup all the time in my lives. And it helps me produce the saliva that I need. It's got that probiotic or whatever it is in it. And it's not in regular milk. It's killed when they do the pasteurization. So, and I'm using the raw milk to make the raw cream to make my butter. So I'm still getting it, which is an excellent source. And what the flock says, the sourdough cinnamon streusel coffee cake looks amazing, Leanne.
It is. I invited the whole church ladies. Back in 2020, when I was president of the ladies chat or the ladies church group, and I just got, but anyway, I came up with this idea of inviting everybody over once a month. Everybody could sign up to invite everybody over for coffee or tea. And so when it was my turn, I said, you can all come over for pumpkin spice lattes and sourdough coffee cake. For the amount of time we've been doing that in church now, my turn, I had at least 12 ladies in my house. Anybody else hosted, they had maybe 6.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it was just because it suited for everybody to come.
Maybe, or maybe they just like your cooking.
Everybody's cooking is wonderful. It just amazed me. But yeah, I made a 9 by 13 of that dish, of the coffee cake, and yeah.
Wow.
They loved it.
See, I don't do a lot of desserts here because we're both diabetic, but I do them occasionally because we have a sweet tooth. And you got to take care of that sweet tooth, but you got to be careful with it.
Yeah, it's all about portions.
Yeah. We're so excited that you're on our panel today. You're like the pop star of YouTube right now.
I'm just another human being.
I know. But we do love your channel. I learned so much from you, Miss Leanne, and I'm so grateful for you putting out the videos that you put out and being out there and telling us, about the Mennonite community, about your lifestyle. I just really enjoy learning about all of these things. And we have a huge Mennonite and Amish community where I live at. So it's made it more approachable for me to approach these communities, where before they were kind of, shut off from us a little bit. But now getting to know different things and finding out the similarities that we have. really helps.
I even get nervous talking to an Amish person sometimes. And one time, my husband had an Amish man trying to hi. Oh, I have a phone call. But anyway, I'll call her back. We had an Amish gentleman here wanting to log our property, and he was buying the black walnut to log, and here it was going to China. But anyway, his wife was along, of course, and she needed to use the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, great. She's like, don't worry. The next time you come to my house, you can come inside and you can see it. Then I was showing her my garden. She's like, and I told her what was in it. She's like, what do you do with Swiss chard?
What's a Swiss chard?
I was just like, oh my. I thought.
Well, that's kind of like us growing Oppo, and everybody's like, what's an Oppo?
I know. I asked my husband that. He's like, yeah, I know what Oppo is. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I thought that was funny. And Amish lady's saying, what do you do with Swiss chard? Like, yeah, I thought anybody would, yeah.
Well, I try to support our Amish community as much as possible. And I've got a frog in my throat today. I've been buying up their canned goods. They canned butter, and I was all excited. I got canned butter.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I'm getting the raw milk, and I'm getting all the vegetables I can because our garden is a flop this year.
Mm. Mine did very well.
Excuse me.
So well that my husband sold 2 bushels of tomatoes.
Wow.
After I was done.
Wow, that's amazing. My tomatoes are starting to come in. I've got Amish paste that bounced back after this long drought we had. And I've been talking too long. Oppo, Bonnie, you're something. I tell you what, Oppo Winfrey. But my Amish paste are green, and they weigh about 8 ounces a piece.
Wow.
And I'm hoping we get a harvest before the frost hits. If not, I'll be bringing them in and putting them in paper bags. Do you know about that trick?
Actually, I have my own trick.
What's your trick?
We rip the whole plant out of the ground, roots and all, bring them into our dry cellar, and hang them upside down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. See?
So, yeah, Biden, seriously. Yeah, we take the whole plant and hang it upside down in the basement, and they'll ripen until January.
You see what Joy Bless Life said?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be going through your playlist.
Make sure you don't come hungry.
Hey, storyteller Donnie, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to put you on my list too.
Yeah, I have a cat named Biden. Would you stop? Sit down. He has a dirty face, so that's why my husband called him Biden.
Oh.
Aren't you cuddly? Yeah, he wasn't nice when he called you that name. But anyway.
We have a cat we called Monkey.
Well, his younger sister is Pelosi.
Oh, no.
She's the Speaker of the House. She talks and talks and talks and talks.
Oh, my Lord. Yay. CNC's back in the house. We're glad you're back.
Hi,
Donnie, I need you to drop your link. Use the word hillbilly. And Leanne, before you leave panel, I want you to drop your link too, because Faith and Feathers is a brand new channel and she is checking everybody out.
Oh, well, hi. Oh, you kissed today. He rarely kisses.
We have a friend that has a cat named Archie. And if she's watching, she's going to laugh. But Archie looks like Hitler. He's got the...
That's terrible. Well, Pelosi got a black spot right here on her nose and a black spot here on her chin. Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, my Lord. Y'all are, it's just funny. Oh.
Yeah, you can't watch my videos unless you're you're want to have a full stomach.
Yeah, because you will get hungry. And you have some wonderful, wonderful videos out there.
Because I'm making sticky buns right now. I'm gonna make some maple frosting and add bacon to some of the cinnamon rolls.
Oh man, yum!
I started making those, and they growl if I don't have any.
Oh boy. Yeah, family will do that to you. That is wonderful. We have so many people that just absolutely love you, Miss Leanne, on this channel. And I'm so grateful for being a part of your collaboration. I was so thrilled to be asked. And this is the second collaboration that I've done with you. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. So what's coming up? Tomorrow we got Lazy Days Ahead with their 5-bean soup.
Yum.
And then on Friday we got the double feature. We got Tony at Kettle Kitchen doing a bacon mushroom potato soup.
Yum.
And then Blue from Blue Self-Reliance is doing a honey roasted pumpkin soup.
Oh
and
boy.
She used to be a certified chef, just like Daz. So that should be a treat for us. And Carla, Living a Rogue Life, is doing Spam soup.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saturday. And on Sunday, Jenny from Scratch Made Kitchen, she's told me she doesn't know what she's actually making yet. But she said, I think wait, I better look this up. It was unique.
Storyteller Donnie said, I'm the cook. I was a restaurant cook and the Coast Guard cook. Well, we need to get you involved in these collabs, don't we, Storyteller Donnie? He's also an artist.
Uh-huh.
He does some fantastic artwork.
Jenny Goff is either doing a barbecue chicken chili or a Scandinavian salmon soup.
Yum, yum. I like both of those.
Did you watch Anna's video yesterday on her ramen soup?
No, I didn't get to watch that one. I'm about a day late.
Let me tell you, that was intense.
Was it?
She's like, it's really easy. It just has a lot of steps. Yeah, I didn't get a soup from her, what she was actually doing, till like last week, and I saw this on Instagram of this Asian dish, and I sent it to her. She's like, how'd you know I needed an inspiration? So she's like, this is right up my alley. So she wanted to make ramen soup.
Digging for Health is telling Storyteller Donnie to jump on with the pumpkin collab. You need to jump on that one too, Leanne.
Pumpkin collab?
Yep. Need to go to their page and check out that collaboration that's coming up.
I didn't even know about a pumpkin collab. I'm like, what do I make that's pumpkin? Besides my pumpkin spice lattes.
There you go.
That's probably one of my least viewed videos.
Well, it might be a way to get people to view it. Who knows? When you make it again, it might be a winner.
I mean, it was one of my first videos, and people were like, oh, you got to show how to dehydrate pumpkin, because I used my home dehydrated pumpkin in it.
Oh, wow. Yum.
I rather dehydrate pumpkin than can it, but my husband's like, your pies are better if you use canned pumpkin. I'm like, you're going to be peeling them then. Tweak a recipe, that's all I do. Or make up my own.
We make it our own always.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
C&C Farm is absolutely going to be in that pumpkin collab. Good. I don't know. I don't have a lot of pumpkin recipes. My pumpkin recipe is for the dogs.
I say pumpkin's good in chili.
Yeah. I make dog food with pumpkin. I make pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread. I make all the usual stuff.
There is a pumpkin pie on Taste of Home that is a pumpkin pie with a ginger and black walnut streusel.
Yeah.
I've made it a couple times now.
Oh, wow. Bonnie says, "Do you ever tweak that that recipe? It's so simple, it almost begs to be messed with." Do you have a freeze dryer? Because we got somebody saying they want one.
Nope. My husband will not let me get one. Even though I keep on telling him, well, we could freeze dry the colostrum instead of keeping it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Because that would save us a lot of money.
I want a freeze dryer too, but we can't afford one.
I have a friend that has a freeze dryer and it's on the fritz. But he freeze dried some onions for me, and my husband didn't care for them.
Really?
Yeah, they taste like styrofoam.
Huh.
So I don't know what. And then they tried to freeze dry me some pumpkin, but it didn't turn out right.
I want one just to dehydrate the eggs, so we can, have powdered eggs in the house.
He gave me some to try, and I haven't tried them yet. I'm scared.
CNC says they can freeze dry whole meals. That my mother-in-law bought it for me. That's wonderful.
I wish I could do that, but I don't have time to cook more than one meal at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, our dogs love pumpkin. They like carrots. They like green beans. They're weird dogs. What can I tell you?
My oldest cat can eat sugar snap peas.
Really?
He'll eat it. He'll eat everything but the string. It was comical, right, Biden? You weren't around then.
You get to talk to Biden all day. I'm glad you got his ears. Somebody needs.
No, I have to listen to Pelosi all day. What are you talking about? She's downstairs sleeping, probably.
Oh, Lord.
I better keep an ear out for my timer.
Let's see what this one says, if it'll come up. My computer's acting slow.
Well, my phone's been acting slow today.
CNC Farm says, yes, please do. It was a new recipe I ran across. They must be talking to somebody else up in chat, and I missed it.
You mean for pumpkin rolls? They're talking about pumpkin rolls.
Yeah. Pumpkin rolls would be really good.
How about my pumpkin roll whoopie pies?
Oh, yeah. That would be real good.
I made those yesterday, too.
Yum.
For my bake sale.
So you got a couple of ideas already.
Well, no, I've already have them on video. That's the problem. Yep. I like putting pumpkin in my pancakes, but, what's that clickable about? I don't see.
Bonnie, yes, please post your recipe for that dog treat that you made called Barkies. My dogs would love you. They look at me every time I'm in the kitchen like, what are you cooking for me?
Jamie's Country Living. I have a video on my thoughts about a Nesco 9-tray, or I don't know how many trays it is. Maybe it's a 4-tray. And also an Excalibur that I have. I give you the reasons why you want to go with a Nesco versus an Excalibur. Like, people can afford an Nesco, might not necessarily afford the Excalibur, but I personally think save your money and just get the Excalibur. And they're saying that there are other dehydrators similar to the Excalibur that are just as good, that are cheaper.
I have an Excalibur and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had a bigger one.
I have the 9-tray. I don't know.
I have 4 trays and I need the 9.
Oh, I wish I had 2 9-trays with my garden. I have bell peppers in it right now. And I need to get some parsley done.
CNC says, talking about the brown sugar cookie bars I posted on video. We're going to have to go check that out. I haven't made any cookies here lately. I haven't done anything.
I've only made Christmas cookies. And CNC Farm invited me to their 12 days of Christmas cookies.
Oh boy, that sounds yummy.
I'm like, how many like, what cookie can I make? And I'm like, oh, there's one I made last year that I didn't share on the channel. It's really cute too.
Bonnie's baking Barky's cookies. She shapes them like little dog bones. Cute. All the pumpkin talk makes me hungry. You know, I love pumpkin. I'm one of those pumpkin lovers. I look forward to fall because of the pumpkin and the spices and just all that good stuff, the hot chocolate.
I just like pumpkin bread.
Yeah. Pumpkin bread with some cream cheese on top. Yum, yum.
Mm-hmm.
Storyteller Donnie, I posted a video about it yesterday, but you don't need to upload anything until the first week of October. Okay.
That's still quick enough.
Yeah. Well, you've got a couple of ideas now, Leanne.
I'm still thinking maybe pumpkin bread. Because you can only have so many pumpkin pies. Even though that one with the ginger and black walnut streusel. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I love black walnuts.
Like, yeah, the crystal, it's candy ginger. So there's two strong flavors that go very well together. Yes, I'm sure you've gained at least 5 pounds today. Yeah.
Miss Bonnie is my comedian. She's something. We really enjoy it. Yeah, Joy Bless Life said they love pumpkin bread too.
See, you can't use the word diet. You just need to say, I am changing my thoughts on eating fat and sugar.
It's low carb in this house, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the only time I bake is when I'm selling. Or for YouTube.
Yeah. So this, I forgot. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm getting tired, y'all.
Oh, I'm exhausted. You have no idea.
I still got stuff in my refrigerator. I got a can cut up or freeze or do something with.
You should see all the potatoes I got a can shortly after I get done with my bake sale and my quilt retreat.
Bonnie says, save time, just nail it to my thighs. Yeah, I'm hungry. Said pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, Leanne, please.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Do you do it in the coffee can or do you do it in a loaf pan?
I didn't know you could do it. Well, I wish we had a coffee can. The only thing I've ever known to bake in a coffee can is English muffin bread. And I should do a video on that, but I've never made English muffin bread. I just know that our local Mennonite church that has a bulk food store, the head of the church, and they make their English muffin bread in coffee cans.
Yeah, we used to make our pumpkin bread in coffee cans, but that was way back in the 70s now.
Oh, before my time.
I'm giving away my age again.
Believe it or not, I was born in the 70s.
Well, I was born before the 70s.
It was late 70s too. But people were like, no, you can't be born in the 70s. I'm like, yes, I can be.
The 70s was a great decade, by the way. I hated when the 80s came with all the poofy hair and stuff. I'm like, no, we don't do
I
that.
had poofy hair in the 90s.
Mine is just crazy wild right now. It's finally growing back in after the Kobobo.
Oh, yeah.
It's taking forever. Intermittent fasting. Yeah, I'm doing some intermittent fasting, but I'm not doing it on purpose. Like today, I had my lunch really late because I was so busy this morning. I didn't even think about.
That was me the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But then today I waited on my husband. Faith and Feathers was the last tippy. Wild
Yeah.
mushroom soup. Does it have rice in it? Because my cousin Megan wanted somebody in September to make that video. I'm like, we don't have that in our lineup. We have 3-piece soups though. I don't know how I let that happen. But anyway. Because Daz is doing a green pea soup, but he's doing it 2 ways. And neither of them are canning.
Yeah.
And you canned yours and Amanda can't slow cooked hers. So we got split pea soup 4-5 different ways in September.
But that's all right. If I had not, you could have sent me a message saying, could you change it? I would have changed it.
I think you did a great job with what you did.
I'm getting better at it. I'm learning more about the editing part because that's the hardest part is learning how to edit out stuff or speed through, the monotonous crap.
I think if it's monotonous over 3 seconds, then something, and you're not learning anything, then you need to cut it.
Yeah.
I'm
learning.
That's how I think you get more engagement. Like if I'm staring at the screen and I'm bored, I'm sure somebody else is going to be bored.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. And I get bored real easy. And I'm trying really, really hard, to make it more interesting and functional. And I'm not a talker. I'm more of a listener most of the time. So it's really kind of hard for me to sit up there and just, joke around and carry on and stuff in videos. I'm just very serious and to the point and get it done. And
well, I think if you're teaching, you should be serious and more to the point. But sometimes I just crack jokes just because it's me. But I don't remember those jokes until the camera's off. And I'm like, why didn't I put that in there?
Yeah. I think of a lot of things after the fact. Mm-hmm. Bonnie, I only have 15 hairs left too due to Kobobo.
I felt bald after it. Oh.
Well, I went and had all my hair chopped off. I had beautiful long hair and I had it cut off to my shoulders. And my husband's like, you got it cut too short. And I'm like, it's not short enough because, my hair, Leanne, was falling out and I would have a gob of hair in my hand every time I brushed my hair.
I had the same issue. And being Mennonite, we're not allowed to cut our hair.
Yeah, and it was just awful.
So I was just like, oh, what do I do? Because we treat it as our glory, as our beauty.
Yeah, so I was raised that, that is the woman's crown and glory. And I always had, I didn't always have my hair long, but most of my life I've had long hair. And I've tried to keep it long and I try to wear it in a bun like my grandmother did. And, I'm trying to really stick close to what I believe, what I believe God wants us to do.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately,
right now.
Yeah. And unfortunately I have to put makeup on. I don't really like wearing makeup, but I've lost almost all my eyebrows. And of course I've got that wonderful gift that God gives women, that facial hair, and it's just certain things that you do,
Yeah, I was blessed with really thick eyebrows.
Yes, and I enjoy your videos very much, Joy Blessed Life. We like the nice, peaceful videos. We need them. We definitely need them.
Yeah, I get comments about how people it's a safe space on my videos because, you don't have to think about anything else but what I'm doing in the video.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're in my kitchen.
Well, that's a nice thought, isn't it?
They should be cleaning and helping. No, I'm just kidding. Like how I announced September. I'm like, oh, you can go get some jars. I thought that was hilarious when I did that.
Yes, it was. I thought you were talking to your kids.
If I had kids. yeah, I was just like, oh, let's do this. Because I was just like, I can't stand in front of the camera and just say, hey, we're going to do a collaboration and we're going to do a drawing. And no, I can't just do that. No. Tony's like, don't put out anything you don't want to put out. I'm like, all right. Because I was trying to film it on my porch. I'm like, you can't hear me because the wind's knocking down. I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. So I was like, why don't I just talk like as I'm canning soup?
That's true.
So,
Deanna says, my hair is so thick it's down past my knees. That's wonderful. My grandmother's hair was down past her feet, my daddy's mother. And she used to wash it in rainwater. She said, wash it in rainwater. It'll never turn, you'll never have gray hair. She died in her 90s with 2 or 3 gray hairs in her head. It was amazing.
I'm trying to listen for the oven timer. I should have remembered what.
My ponytail is skinnier than a pencil, Deanna. Yeah, I can pull my hair back, and it's like I have like less than a half an inch of hair on my head.
You need to eat more bone broth.
Yeah,
Collagen.
Well, I'm doing everything. I am really doing everything. Yes, we remember Crystal Gale. Where'd it go?
I have ADD. Yeah, we're not going to set the oven on fire. I need to clean the ovens one of these days. Oh, it's trifling.
Yeah, I need to do a video on cleaning an oven.
Well, I have this self-cleaning feature on my oven. You just have to latch the door and hit self-clean. And
I do too, but you know what? It smokes up my house, so I can't use it. And that was when I bought it brand new. And I'm like, you got to be joking me. Well, we do it the old-fashioned way. We get down on our hands and knees and clean. Well, I don't get on my knees anymore, but I get down and clean it. And it's a pain. But
my step-grandmother put a piece of aluminum foil underneath the element.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
No, I'm sure. But she lived to be 98.
Wow. Yeah. Never know.
My grandfather died at 74, though.
I got tickled. Don't set the oven on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to collect that rainwater. You know, especially if you're living in a city or somewhere, you know, where you're on a municipal water system. I'd be collecting that rainwater. I'd get off that system.
I can't be telling anybody how much rain we've gotten in the last week. You guys would hate me.
How much rain?
We've gotten 4 inches last week.
Wow. Well, we got 3 inches in one day over the weekend.
We had 2 one day last week.
I was like, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding.
August, we had 7 inches total, which is, I thought, was a miracle. So it's a good year for corn, which is amazing after how much we paid to grow the corn.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was so shocked at how much it was going to cost us to grow the corn. I told my husband, don't plant it. I'm glad he didn't listen to me.
Digging for Hell said they had a lot of rain in Georgia too. There's the doggies.
You hear that, Biden?
Hush. Hush. There's nobody out there. The only one who would be out there would be the farmer.
Don't bark at the farmer.
They don't care. They really don't care.
Oh, the farmers? Why does my cover look like it's crooked? It's
just the way you're holding your head.
probably.
And I'm looking blue today on mine because one of our light bulbs went out last night. My husband says, I'll change it when I get home from work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I'll be blue on camera today.
But is it this oven? Oh, it is the oven. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to have my oven to work right, but apparently they did something to the shelves or something in there that's got plastic on it. And when we put the oven in the house and peeled all that blue plastic off, and I hit that self-cleaning oven mode one day, and my house just filled full of black smoke, and I was like, nope, can't do this no more. So there's something in there that wasn't supposed to be in there, or we missed plastic somewhere, hadn't figured it out yet. So we don't use the self-cleaning oven. Been letting out chickens to clean up the garden. Yes. Aren't they fantastic? They cleaned up my flower beds last year too. It was wonderful. We live by the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's considered a rainforest. Really? I didn't know that. That's new to me. Well, y'all, I live outside Penson's Mound State Park. It's a Native American burial ground park. My chickens went past the porch on a raft at one point. They were wearing pirates' hats. Bonnie, you're too funny.
All right, we'll set a timer for these. I didn't realize I had the timer on too high, or the temperature too high.
Uh-oh.
They're a little dark.
That's okay. Just scrape them off and eat them anyway.
I'd rather them be done than undercooked.
I agree with you there.
Nothing is worse than fine, get off the keyboard.
Jamie doesn't have a dishwasher anymore, but I do, and it's on its last leg.
Oh, don't talk about dishwashers. That's a sore subject around here.
I can imagine. Hey, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue, welcome to the house. We're glad you're here.
We just repaired our dishwasher for the 4th time, I think, and we spent $360 on this repair for a $500 dishwasher.
Oh, you're kidding. You could have gone and got a new one.
Well, we looked at them Labor Day weekend. They seem a lot cheaper than they were, but they cost a lot more. Yes,
everything costs so much more. Bonnie says my dishwasher got married and moved out. I had two that moved out on me.
My parents still have the same dishwasher that they got when they were married, and they've been married 55 years. But wow. I don't think she's ran it in 30 years to be.
Yeah. Hey, Deanna, I see you're back. I'm glad you're back. I have 2 dishwashers in my hands. I see this cat.
He just his paw into the water and drinks.
I love cats. We had a cat. He was a black cat. We named him Luna. And my husband and I had been married very long and kept going in the bathroom and seeing pee on the seat. And I'm like, this man is peeing on my toilet seat. It was the cat.
You hear that? You should pee in the toilet. No?
He was a smart cat, though. He would get up there and squat over the toilet seat and pee. He just had very bad aim.
I don't think this one's smart enough to use the toilet.
6 Acres says, I'm ready to throw my dishwasher out the door. I just priced a new one, so I'm washing by hand now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please hit those thumbs up. We appreciate it. Y'all drop your links. The word is hillbilly. If you put the word in the comment box below, your link will magically appear.
Biden, you're hurting the lighting.
He literally shook his head at you, Leanne.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do that, Mama.
Mm-hmm. He never kisses.
I had a cat that loved to give nose kisses, and we had she was a Hurricane Katrina kitty that was rescued, and we had another cat named Jack,
Mm-hmm.
and he would, when he meowed, he'd say "Mama."
Nope,
The
that
cat
kind
we
of
have now,
happened.
the cat we have now is just a fat Garfield cat.
This one's just fat.
Yeah, he likes to eat.
He has to be at least 15. No, he has to eat it away from the other two. That's his problem. No one else is allowed to have any. Right?
That's so funny. Our animals keep us occupied and entertained, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Coco.
These are my fur babies.
Well, come here. Well, come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on, you can do it. Ah, you're too heavy to pick up. This is Coco Bean.
Hi, Coco. My neighbor across the road who works at the vet has a dog named Coco.
She's our rescue. Well, all our animals are rescues,
Oh,
but
that's
she's
his
our
tail.
rescue. Okay, you go down and let me get Roscoe. Come on, Roscoe.
Oh!
This is our other Roscoe, and he's grumpy.
He's definitely grumpy.
Yeah, well, he has a right to be grumpy. He was thrown out of a moving vehicle when he was a baby. And he's got a hurt hip, so he has
Why do people do that kind of stuff?
I don't know. They're just mean. They're just mean. But these are our two fur babies, and then we have a big yellow cat named Monkey. And I should have named him Garfield because he looks just like Garfield. And these are the treat babies. They love the word treat. Look at those ears perk up. Treat.
Hey, treat. Oh, I'm not chirping like a bird. He's just looking at me. Are you a bird? Huh?
Yeah, that's what Monkey does all day. He looks out the window at the birds. He's so fun. He has his own room, Leanne. They're not spoiled.
Nope. I used to let the oldest one play on my iPad. There's this game that he just tap on the screen and the fish will disappear.
Oh boy.
That was funny.
Yes, my mini Dotson is hilarious. Yeah, they keep us so entertained. And it's like having a house full of 18-month-olds or toddlers. Digging for Health has a little corgi, a little diva.
Mm-hmm.
And Joy Bless Life says, I rescued strays since I was a kid. It's my Asperger's heart for animals. Yes. We've had a lot of fun with ours. We've always taken in strays and rescues. We had a dog up in New York, and it was a cross or a mix of an English sheepdog.
Mm-hmm.
This thing had hair, and it wasn't supposed to be a big dog. Had hair, and I used to have to cut this dog's hair with a pair of scissors. And he lived up to his name. His name was Trouble. And Trouble would go out into the woods, and he'd come back with porcupine quills stuck in his face, or he'd get skunked or something. It was always something with him. And then when we moved down here, we had a black chow chow that had belonged to my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Tigger. And I call him Tiggeroo. And she got sick and couldn't take care of him, and we took him in. And I call him One Tiggeroo, and that became my nickname online because everybody knew me by One Tiggeroo. And he was the friendliest chow. He loved everybody. Even the police officers were amazed that this dog wasn't trying to attack them because chows don't have facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they will wag their tail and bite you, you know, but he was just amazing. He really was. Joy Bless Life says they adopted a stray husky and a stray rat terrier. Wow. And the funny thing about my strays is, for the most part, they're all purebreds. I couldn't even afford a purebred. But it seems to run in our family. My sister does adopt dogs, and my niece does the golden retriever rescue adoptions. So seems to run in our family. We just love animals. And then we have the chickens and the ducks and the turkeys. And there are too many. Way too many. And my husband's talking about, we need to go get 45 more chickens this week. I'm like, really? Bonnie, I'm sorry you kicked yourself out of chat. You need to... Your keeper is your husband, honey. Well, y'all, it has been so much fun today. Let's see. We had the meanest little rescue Pekingese that had to be muzzled before we could groom. Little man was feisty. Well, see, that's our cocoa bean. She was so abused that she's not peoply. We don't even try to bring people around her because we know she's going to bite them. So, I mean, that's just what's happening there. And we've tried to break her of it.
My oldest cat's a scaredy cat. He's a mama's boy. Like, he doesn't want to be around anybody else. And if I have other people in the house like I had the last 2 days, he's going to have an anxiety attack.
Oh, boy. Used to breed schnauzers. Why am I getting feedback?
I don't hear it.
I'm hearing it on my end. I've got my phone turned down. I've got it set on mute. Double check my settings on here to make sure it didn't pop back up.
It went because my one earphone's out of my ear.
No,
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Okay. It's not my phone. I don't know why.
Anybody in the chat hear it? Let her know if you hear it too. Or is it just my imagination?
I'm just hearing it when I talk. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living. I'm glad you had a blast.
Yeah, I should get back to my baking. I still have a batch of oatmeal pies to make.
Oh, boy.
And finish filling up the chocolate with the peanut butter filling whoopie pies.
Have a blessed day digging for health. We appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being on, Miss Leanne. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me.
Come back and see us again. We really enjoyed talking to you.
Well, too. We'll have to come back and talk about Croctober and Needle of November and November. And our giveaway on October 1st.
Yes, that's exciting.
Oh,
that's so exciting.
I'm having anxiety about how many people might show up for that. If I have
God always provides. He always does.
I'll be all right. Can't be worse than what happened with what I can and will not can again. I had 130 some people in that chat.
Wow.
And it took me 15 minutes just to get going. Because I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Yep.
I started a new live instead of the schedule live on my phone.
Well, my first live, I forgot to hit the go live button. I'm sitting there talking to myself and nobody's seeing nothing.
Yeah, I'm still a rookie at lives, but we'll have Lazy Days ahead on screen to help me spin the wheel, and it'll be good. I'm going to be giving out some prizes away. We're getting candle and soap set from Ormsby Farms. Tony from Kettle Kitchen's donating a crock pot, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And Angie from, what's her name of her channel? Inquisitive. I didn't even have to look at the paper. It just came to me. Inquisitive Farm Wife. She's donating soup, freeze-dried soup.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, should be. And Lazy Days Ahead is donating 3 bottles of their famous vanilla.
Oh, wow.
And one is for the collaborators.
Yay!
And I can just tell you, I have a bottle of vanilla from their 500 giveaway, and it's half empty.
Oh, my goodness. It must be
So-
good.
Do you know how much baking I do?
Yeah.
Lisa was trying to tell me, oh, that'll last most people over a year. I'm like, yeah, it's going to last me 6 months.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you being up here, Leanne. You are most loved among our YouTube family. I think you are very, very much loved.
Like, yeah, I can go into a live chat and 5 people be like tagging me and saying hi. I'm like, oh, I'm on my phone. I just try to tag everybody back and say hello too.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes. It happens. Well, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy, busy day. I do appreciate you.
Yes, I have to get back to my baking now. I can't be biting and curl up and take a nap.
Well, we gave you a little break anyway.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is so nice. I am so glad that you came over. You made my day.
Aw. I saw you live. I was like, oh, I'll just go and say hi. I was actually just thinking about just lurking. I've done that already. Just lurked on your channel.
Oh, thanks. I do a lot of lurking, but I usually tell people I'm lurking.
Yeah, I don't even tell them. I just like, I'll give them some watch hours.
Well, you probably heard some interesting subjects come up on mine.
So
everybody's still talking about the dogs over here and that they love you. Thank you, Miss Leanne.
I love you all too. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and go check my oven, see if it's on fire or not.
Okay. Don't burn the house down.
Nope, we don't need that.
Thank you, Leanne.
Folks. Yep, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, AR Guns 1776, welcome to the house. If you would like to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. I will drop the link. You can drop your link by typing in the word hillbilly. Remember what I'm doing here. Well, that was exciting, y'all, to have Miss Leanne here. Okay, if anybody wants to come up on to the panel, you're welcome to. We got about 20 more minutes and we'll be at 3 hours. And I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living, for coming in. I appreciate you being here. And if I've missed anybody else, I really do appreciate everybody being here. Yes, Bonnie, that was awesome sauce with possum bits. Well, this has been a lovely, lovely live chat today, y'all. Even though I was a little off kilter today, really had no subjects in mind other than to promote other channels. And I will continue to do that as long as I can, as long as I'm able. I want everybody to grow and get to know one another. And this is a great opportunity to do that. It's a great opportunity for you to share a little bit about your channel. Thank you, Team Jesus Ministries. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living, and we understand. I got to get out there and check on my animals too shortly. And then I got to start cooking supper because it's going to be supper time around here. But I got a few more minutes. If anybody wants to pop on up, you're welcome to come on up. And my computer just brightened up on me because I plugged it in. Bonnie said, give me a day or so and I'll share how to make the barkies. Thank you. I can't wait to see that. I want to make some for my doggies. I take ground deer and dehydrate it and give it to my dogs for treats. They like it. I call them deer burgers. And I plan on doing a video on that one day soon. I haven't done one on dog treats yet, but that's one of them that we do for our dogs. And I do occasionally make some dog food and I'll put it in the freezer for my dogs to give them something different because they're mostly on a dry, natural diet, organic. But they really like getting table scraps and table food too, so we try to give them a treat every once in a while. Working and playing videos helps pass the time. Absolutely. I have so many times gone on people's lives and I'll be so busy around here and I'll just pop in and say, I'm lurking in the background, but I'm here, just to let them know that they had somebody else watching, because that really does encourage those that are doing the lives to continue to do them. Thank you, CNC Farm, for coming in. We appreciate you being here and spending time with us. We really do. I've got about 15 minutes left, y'all. Anybody want to come up and tell us a little bit about your channel? I will drop the link. Thank you so much for coming in. You just had an epidural and it's not the best time right now, but thanks for the invite. I truly appreciate it. I just got out of the car. Well, I'll be praying for you. You go and rest, because I know those epidurals are tough on the body. So you go rest and try not to move around too much. We appreciate you being here. It's been such a lovely time. Are there any other prayer requests out there that we can pray for? I understand, Storyteller Donnie, but I appreciate you being here, and maybe one day you'll be able to come up. I would love that chat. From one artist to another. I would love that. Thank you, AR Guns. I'm sure you will come up sometime. I would love to have you up. You're most welcome for the prayers. We appreciate you being a moderator for us too. And if there's anybody in here that wants to moderate for me, that has time, I'm not demanding. If you can't make it, I understand. If you can, I feel blessed. If you want to moderate for me, just let me know. I understand, What the Flock. I look a mess quite often. I really do. Thank you so much for that. He says, I love to learn from you on canning. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Bonnie, I will be praying for your pastor friend with the mouth cancer, Chad Howard. And I will definitely pray for him and ask God to heal him. That's an awful thing to go through. We watched my husband's boss go through that. It's an awful thing. So let me write that name down. Prayer list. Chad Howard. Yes, storyteller Donnie is an artist, storyteller, cook. He likes to joke, and first assistant sidekick for his wife, Joy Blessed Life. And they're such a lovely couple, y'all. I really enjoy watching their videos. AR Guns, I do have a pressure canner. It is a T-fall pressure canner. However, I can always use a second one because if one fails, I could have a backup. And I'm having problems with the little nipple not wanting to come up on my pressure canner. And I keep saying, I need to call T-fall and find out what's wrong, how to fix this. But I went for a T-fall, which was a mid-range pressure canner. I've had Presto pressure canners in the past, and my dream would be to have an All-American, but you know, those are so expensive. But with all the canning I do, I could do a lot more with 2 pressure canners than I can do with 1. And I have had to do back-to-back pressure canning here lately, and you will see that in some of the videos. After this dodging the Widowmaker a few months. Okay. Yep. Yep. The devil likes to attack our pastors, unfortunately. So we always want to keep them in our prayers. Storyteller Donnie is my hero next to Jesus. Yes, ma'am. My husband is my hero next to Jesus. Jesus is always first. Yes, I like the All-American. Yeah, I would probably like it if I had one. I've heard many, many good things. As a matter of fact, it's probably the closest thing to what my grandmother can with, pressure canner wise. Yes, it does cost a lot. Thank you for dropping your links. Make sure that if you haven't dropped your link, that you drop your link. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, please hit the thumbs up on your way out. I have 13 minutes on my countdown, and then we're going to be closing this out. For anybody that came in late, the hashtag Fall Fest 22 giveaway for my channel will be ending tomorrow. It'll be the last day to sign up. Hang on just a moment. Frog's back. I have the link at the top of my homepage. You can go to my video, put in the code word there, go down in the description box, and you can go through the list of all the videos. There's 70 channels involved in this. The drawing for my semifinalist entry into the grand prize drawing will be on the 16th. It will be a live video, and I am giving away a $10 gift card to my semifinalist winner. And I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I'm also involved in Miss Leanne at the Mennonite Farmhouse with her September 22. And both of these are going to end around the same time. All the gifts for the grand prize drawing will be sent out by the end of October. Excuse me. And with 70 channels involved, that's 70 prizes to the grand prize winner. And Bonnie is reminding everybody to please drop your links. She wants to hook up with everybody. And Bonnie, you need to drop your link so everybody can meet up with you and get to know your channel also. We love everybody. We appreciate you so, so much. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you being here, taking time out of your busy days, your busy schedules to spend time with me. And I thank you very, very much for all the love and support that you're giving. And we are getting close, I think, to 700, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back and look. Oh, I'm at 641 subscribers as of today. So we're well on our way to 700, y'all. I'm so excited about that. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have y'all supporting me. A small little channel, a small nobody from nowhere. And I enjoy so much supporting each and every one of you. And I love you very, very much. And if you haven't been told before, I'm going to tell you again today, you are loved. You are loved from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and everything in between. And that I love you, but God loves you more than I do. If you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, make today the day. Don't waste any time. We don't know what tomorrow brings. And if you have any ideas on topics for future lives, let me know. You can shoot me an email. You can catch me on Instagram. I'm open to just about anything. If you want to be a special guest on here, let me know. And we will set it up where you are a special guest. Yes, Bonnie, we are his jewels. AR says, I am into reloading guns, canning, prepping, and you name it. Well, buddy, when you come on, when you get ready to come on, you just let me know. We'll get it set up, and you will be the special guest for the day. And then any other preppers that want to get up here involved in that topic, we will do that. And Bonnie says, sounds like fun, AR. I'm there. So we're excited when we get y'all up here on panel. I get so excited. I'm thrilled to be able to talk to y'all one-to-one and get to know you and to promote your channel. Y'all make sure you go check out my community tab because I have Miss Gail's video that she put out today on there talking about the Fall Fest giveaway. And she's talking about a couple of other collabs that she's doing too. Joy Bless Life. Yes, you can send them to their room. Lots of laugh. Mods can time out people at Faith and Feathers. Yes. And if anybody wants to be a moderator for me, let me know. Because I definitely need moderators. And I will reciprocate if possible, to moderate for you. And Bonnie says, I'm all about canning and just learning the dog hides because he thinks she's next. AR says, my grandmother had a 40-acre farm during the Depression. Yes. My dad's mom and dad had 360 acres down in Mississippi. And it was quite a task, and they had 8 children. Some of them born around the Great Depression. Thank you, Joy Bless Life. Let's see what I can do here. That's not what it's supposed to do. Hang on a minute. Maybe I have to do it on my phone. Oh, I appreciate that, Joy Bliss Life, because I really do need moderators. And where are you? Add moderator. Okay, you should be able to show up as a moderator now, Joy Bliss Life. Hey, Sweeney's Creek Farm, glad you came into the house. We're getting ready to close out, but you can come back and watch the replay. And I will put you on as a mod as well. I do appreciate that. What a blessing. And I enjoy watching your channel also. Don't hurt anyone with that wrench, Joey. Great. I do appreciate y'all so much. It's been a blessed day. And I hope I kept it light enough that we didn't get into too many serious conversations. My sinuses are going crazy, y'all. Sweeney says they have a new video going up today. Worm farm harvest. That's wonderful. We'll be sure to check that one out. And Sweeney, please drop your link. Use the word hillbilly, and because Miss Faith and Feathers Bonnie wants to hook up with your channel. AR Gun says I need to put some content up. I do more live than videos. Yes, you do. I appreciate even the little short videos. I try to go to y'all's channels after this live ends, and I try to get everybody's name put into my watch later list. And that's what I do in the evening when my husband's watching TV and I'm not interested in what he's doing. Yes, AR, every day in the evening, my allergies flare up. Mine are flaring up bad the last few days, and I don't know what it is. I guess it's the change in the temperature. Thank you, Sweeney, for putting that up. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bonnie, for putting your link up. Everybody go check out Miss Bonnie. Let's make her channel grow. That's what it's all about. And I've got about 2 minutes left. So y'all just continue to put your links in below. I would appreciate it in the comments. Joy Bless Life says, I try to do more videos and lives, but it depends on the activities here in the Smokies. We do pop-up events. Yes, I like the pop-up events, but I like to be notified before the event because I often miss them. AR said, my doctor said we have ragweed in my area. Yeah. We got something over here that's really messing with me. I know the Bradford pears that we have out in the front in the springtime really mess with me bad. That's another reason we want to get those trees going. Yeah, my dogs have actually behaved pretty good today, considering. Okay, thank you, Sweeney's, for that. I appreciate it. Storyteller Don says he's got you now, Faith and Feathers. I can't get Sweeney's to load, beating the YouTube with a mod wrench. Bonnie, you want to be a mod on here? I'll put you on as a mod. It's really not that hard. You'll learn something. Just let me know. Jamie's Country Living, I appreciate you checking back in. We're getting ready to close out. Got to boil some eggs. I need to do that myself. Easy on the PC. Yes. Bonnie says, I think that much power would go to my head. No, it wouldn't, Miss Bonnie. Okay, you're going to be a mod. Wonderful, wonderful. Who said that, Miss Bonnie? Who used to say wonderful, wonderful? Bonnie is now a mod, y'all. Watch out. No, Bonnie, pants are optional. We can't see you, so you do your own thing, baby. Well, thank you, everyone. I do appreciate you being here. God bless each and every one of you. I do love you very, very much. And just know that today you are a blessing to me. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Who said that? You're going to be as old as me to know. I'm not going to tell you. No pants faith. Yep. Who used to say wonderful, wonderful, y'all? I love you too. I love you too. Who used to say wonderful, wonderful? It was a big band leader. Would y'all really like to know who said wonderful, wonderful? It was Lawrence Welk, y'all. Well, I'm going to end now. I thank you very much. Y'all check me out Friday to find out who is my semi-finalist in the drawing. It might be one of you if you have entered, and make sure that you have that code word put in correctly. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.